Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'd like to show you how I'm going to stitch the pants for the Bharatnatyam costume. This is the yellow pant I stitched before for my previous costume. So I was trying to use this as a reference in order to get to the right sizes. I measured myself again and checked, and the height of the pant should be 34 inches for me. So I double folded this cloth, like there are 4 layers now, 2 layers for each pant. So I'm cutting the lining cloth for 2 pants, and this is the folded end, as you can see, and the other end will be the open end. And then as I was putting my pants there, I marked it. So that is the 34 inches on the top, and this is the bottom. I will cut off this rough edge, and then about 14 inches height, this is the widest point. I followed that dress, and this is where we are going to taper it down. So you can taper like 13 inches, 12 inches, 11, 9, 8, something like that, roughly based on your length that you need, and then go down, and then maybe 6.5 to 7 inches. I took 7 inches. So like that you can take, and we will be cutting this whole thing. And then for the real cloth, outer cloth, we will not cut the exact height. We would need extra cloth because we need to put some pleats, because it doesn't look like the regular chudidar pants. This is different and it has pleats on it. So I have cut both these together, and I don't know if I mentioned this or not. I took extra because this was the inner line was the exact measurement for my pant, and I took some extra because it will go for stitching. And on the top it was 14 inches, and in the bottom also this is 6 or 7 inches. A little bit extra should work. Now this is the main fabric. So I spread those were the lining cloths, and I put the main fabric on the top. We need at least 15-20 inches extra, minimum 15 inches extra, because there will be pleats in the main fabric for the pants. So for that reason, so whatever extra we have, we need to let them be. So I took at least, I have like 15 to 16 inches extra for each. And for one side the cloth wasn't enough, so I took the plain cloth on the inner side of the sari. The plain cloth will be there, so I cut that into half and divided between the two pants, so that the upper portion will be the plain and the lower portion will be the design. I'm doing the stitching part. So I attached to the lining cloth the main fabric, and then turned it so that this end will be nice and neat. And then I put a stitch like 5 inches below it, so that this all stays together without moving. I'm stitching only the part where the lining and the main fabric is, not just simply the main fabric. And then almost here where the actual leg starts, and this is the left leg. How do I know if it is the left leg or no? Because the outer side will be the closed side. Like when I fold it, the outer side will be the closed side, inner side will be the open cut side. So that way I will know this is the left side. And then now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to start doing some pleats like this. I will fold the fabric, and the pleats should come from front to back for the left side, and the right side it should be the same. So based on that we will have to stitch. So if this is the front part of the left leg and if this is the back part, so I will have to make the pleat like this, not like a big inclination, but a little bit, something like this. I will fold and show. So this is how I folded and put the pleats, as you can see. So this is the whole thing. and that was the upper portion. And then I made few pleats. I got only 4, 1 2 3 4 pleats, and then put some pins so that the pleats stay in place. And I will be stitching on the bottom portion so that the pleat stays, and if needed I'll hem on the top. Like that I'll do for all the 4. And in the end, don't worry about the cloth being here because I'll put the border anyway. So I'm not too worried that I ran out of cloth here. I'll be putting the border in the ends. So this is how I will be doing. And one more thing, you will have to make the pleats in such a way that the front portion, this is the left leg as I was mentioning, so this will be the front portion. So the front portion should get the pleat on the, from the up, the pleat should go down. So it has to be up on that side and going down like a slant. I hope it's clear. This is the right sided pant. I did the same as I did for the other side. First I stitched on the topmost part, and I turned it so that it becomes clean, and I stitched about 5-6 inches below a horizontal stitch, and then I started putting the pleats just as I did for the other side. And I got 4 pleats. I put the pleats and put these pins here as you can see, and I will stitch it the same way I stitched the other side. I put both the sides together like this, and I was making sure the pleats are almost on the same size, same level for both sides. So I have attached on the right side too, and now I'll attach the border on both the sides below, and will hem all these pleats, otherwise they will not be looking neat and they will be interrupting. So I will hem these pleats and put the border and show. I finished doing the hemming. As I mentioned, I hemmed all these pleats areas. So I finished doing the hemming part, and I also attached the border. Now I cut off the excess. I just still left 1 or 2 inches here just in case I need to adjust them. I left that, but if you think it will fit you, you don't have to leave that, you can just cut it off. First we have to make sure the sides are correct. So this was my right side and this was the left side, and these lines should come on the front part. So make sure they're on the front part. So to make it simple, so we are taking 9 inches wide here, the rest is like 4 or 5 inches here, and drawing a line so that this line, this area comes in the front part of the right leg. In the same way, in the left leg, we leave that less area on this side, more area on this side, and fold it so that this comes on the front part of the left leg. So as you can see, I cut this small portion. This is the border area, and I have stitched this side. I made a stitch for this portion. I'll do the same on this side where I drew this line, and also stitch this area clean so that this area looks good, and we need some hooks and threads here. So I have folded this area, and I'm doing a straight stitch on the left sided pants now. Then I have joined these two parts together, the left and right, but not throughout, just till the midpoint, this till here. I have joined them, and then I'll put some small pleats here, few on the back and few on the front, and then put the waist belt, okay, so that we can put the thread in there for adjusting the waist. I have added the pleats as I mentioned before, these small pleats in front and back on both sides, and also I have added this 2-inch cloth for the waist belt. So I'll put the waist belt inside, and so that I can adjust the waist. In between, my sewing machine gave a lot of trouble. It stopped stitching and my husband fixed it. There was some alignment issues. So I have finished this pant. I stitched this part and also that center part, and I wore and saw it was good, and I felt like maybe I could have put 2 inches more. That would have been still okay, but otherwise also this looks okay. And because everything is okay, this is the dory also I put it in. I'm going to do double stitch on everywhere inside and cut off the excess cloth inside, and that will finish my pant stitching. That's all I have in this video. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know. Bye.